Hi, Taurus and Taurus Rising. Welcome again to your monthly reading. This is your June 2016 reading, and I'm excited that we're all out of retrograde. What's coming through this month, of course, is solstice energy, and the theme this month is about letting go. I think a lot of us had issues that might have come up over retrograde, and this is a really great chance for you to let go and begin again, do something new. Your channeled message this month and a way to sort of get towards that idea of letting go is through teamwork and togetherness. Sometimes I get a couple words. I got a couple words for you this month. And so this is something where you won't have to work in isolation. You're going to have opportunities to possibly strengthen your situation through teamwork, through not always putting your ego first. Let's take a look at your Catalyst card. And for those of you that are new to my channel, every month I look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. I pull some channeled information like I did at the beginning. And then I also take a look at what I call a catalyst, and sort of like a card that brings you closer to that goal. It's sort of an ignition card. So this is what you want to start the month off with. And for you, we've got Persephone and cycles, and I picked a goddess deck this month just because we had a lot of masculine cards last month. I try to keep it balanced. So with it being cycles, what this is telling me is rather than sort of like continuing on the same path that you've been on, this is your chance to create a new cycle, and I see the success in this cycle being tied to partnership. So where in the past you may have thought, you know what, it's all about me, or I want to be the one that's shining. This month it's about, this can be a manager card too. So if you are a manager, it's saying, think of new ways to engage your team, how to be seen as someone who's starting new ideas, new themes, rather than always just rehashing the old things. So there's a little bit of innovation that comes with it. And as we said, it's letting go of things that may have worked but aren't working anymore. When we take a look at your cards for the month overall, we're going to get a little bit more insight on that. So right at the center, we got the King of Cups. I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups. And this is a beautiful card for, and I'm looking straight at the sort of harp on this one. This is a harmonious time for relationships. Love, absolutely. Many of you may have a strong Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces coming in, or a very generous, kind person that you're going to meet. And if it's a teammate, this is going to be great. It's great harmony between the two of you. We have the Three of Wands, equally beautiful card, usually showing someone gaze into the distance, but notice how in this one, he's not alone or she's not alone. It is about a team effort. So we're definitely getting team, sort of team togetherness coming through on all of these. Likewise with the Four of Wands, notice again, multiple people. This deck is more oriented towards that team mentality, but not every card has it. So it's just interesting that it's coming through. I mentioned that this actually came up for Aries too, but it was in the sort of desired action near future area. For you, we've got death right now, happening right now. You should be in the midst of, or maybe you did it through your retrograde if things worked out, of letting go of a situation that didn't suit you. For some of you, this can mean a tangible loss in your life, a loss of a loved one, a loss of property, of money. For some of you, it could just be letting go of a person in your life that just wasn't the right connection for you. But whatever it is, it's okay, because what I see here, again, these are really team. Even if I wasn't using this deck, this card is always about celebration, connecting with others, a sense of being, feeling felicity, feeling happiness and joy. So I feel like you've really moved out of a situation that was perhaps stifling or not working to one that is going to be so much better. And even though we said it's not about your ego this month, look at all these cards. It should make you feel better, because sometimes we can be buoyed by this beautiful teamwork that you're feeling. So again, looking at your center card, Knight of Cups, showing that you're in a great place to build relationships, to be in a relationship, to start dating if you want to. Three of Wands, Four of Wands, and Three of Cups. showing all the success that comes in being with others this month, not about being alone. What we see here with the Six of Swords, however, is there in your sort of second to third week, and possibly something popping up on the 6th as well, there could be some challenges for you in regards to group consensus. So since you are working with this, remember, it is about the team. That sometimes means you aren't going to win all of the decisions. Sometimes you're going to have to let go, acquiesce, and let the team consensus win. If you do that, I see that you're going to be very successful in almost anything you touch this month. It's like the Midas touch. So that's fantastic. Great month for any sort of entrepreneurial efforts. If you wanted to begin a new project, to sort of solicit interest in a brand new business, maybe get some financial backing on it, start talking about the idea. Fabulous. Many of you may be frustrated at the overall planning work that's going into it, because when I see the Empress reverse, it's sort of like, why can't I just get this off and running right now? Easy does it, because with the Star reverse, this means you want to be absolutely truthful and true to your original idea. You don't want to compromise just yet, just so that you could meet a deadline. So in relationships, we're going to quickly go into health, wealth, love, and destiny, but I do see a lot of relationship information coming through even in the general spread, so I want to touch on that. Two very strong signs coming through. It feels like some of you are already intertwined with a water energy, which for those of you that may forget, that's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or someone that tends to have lighter features. And again, if none of those ring a bell, it can also be someone that's just really open-hearted, creative, loving. It's typically a very loving energy. What I see sort of your own ego being, however, is much more straightforward. And if it's a reversal of this, what the reminder will be is to just sort of like find a middle ground. Because all of this about teamwork, there's still two people. That makes a team. So for those of you in partnerships, whether they're romantic or professional, you need to empathize and put that other person first sometimes, or at least on even footing with you. There could be a challenge for some of you with mother figures or like aunts, anyone that's sort of a maternal figure in your life. It does feel like they vie for attention sometimes and may have an issue with you succeeding. For those of you who are Taurus that are having that happen, I want you to try not to get in the middle of things, because the Empress reverse is a very tricky card. Again, this might be a chance just to let them win and move on and put your energies into other things. You've got enough support here. I feel like that's something that you can sort of let that go. It's not worth the energy. All right, so let's now take a look at what's coming through for health, how you're feeling, overall energy, etc. And for your health this month, we have allow love. And so this includes not being too critical with yourself. This includes, for many of you, doing something that feels like, oh, I'm spoiling myself. Maybe getting some sort of a massage, or just taking an opportunity to sleep in on the weekend, whatever it is that you can do that it's about loving yourself. And of course, as human beings, we enjoy being in love. So I saw at the center, Knight of Cups. Everyone wants to get a reading where you see love coming through. I see that this is a great month to date. I will say this, though, with the Three of Cups as your crowning card, it means that many of you, if you get into a situation where someone wants to immediately partner up, it may not feel right. It feels like you just want to experience love in its many forms, which means dating. So I see it as a better month to date a bunch of people and try to find your partner than to commit. For those of you that are in a relationship, what that would mean is doing playful things with the partner, having time together, date nights, maybe doing like going to see a movie together, but doing the things you used to do when you dated, so that you can again feel that rush of joy and that rush of love. For wealth and opportunity, let's see what's coming through for you. Many of you are being called upon to either speak, teach, or mentor. And again, this will be your opportunity this month. So if you haven't thought of doing that before, there may be some opportunities that give you, there may be money attached to it. You might be able to monetize it. But the bigger thing here is that you're going to be able to network through this, because again, with the Three of Cups, it's not so much about the money that you're making. It's about how you would establish yourself as a subject expert, as a teacher, as an icon. Think of TED Talks, for instance. You remember these people as mover and shakers because they gave of their time and of their sort of instincts and their inspirations and their wisdom. So sharing actually can bring things back to you. Sometimes you have to do it without an absolute dotted line to money or a check. When we look at health, wealth, love, when we look now at your relationship opportunities, love, this card fell out of the shuffle. So detach from drama. I feel like your month is pretty drama-free, which is good. The only drama or sort of challenging situations I saw were in respect to any sort of family, or it can be mother, father, aunt, uncle. It's a maternal energy, but we know that sometimes men can have that maternal energy as well. So just whoever it is that feels like the nurturing one in your family, try not to get on their bad side. They may be having a tough month. Let them have a tough month and try not to get in an argument with them. And for work situations and relationship situations, remember, this is a month to let the group consensus decide, even if you're right. Unless, of course, there's a big money sort of loss attached to it. But sometimes just let things play out. It's going to be so much better for you. Now let's take a look at destiny, where you're headed, what the opportunity is to get on that theme of letting go. And we have the opportunity is actually for rapid changes to happen around the last week of the month. We have typhoon, or typhon, I'm not sure on this one, but anger and rage. What I see with this one is to channel the anger and rage into passion instead, and really use that energy to make things take flight. Because we have the Knight of Swords here, and this will happen around the 3rd to 4th weeks of the month. Right after the solstice energy is sort of imbued in your being, you're going to have a chance to either kind of get frustrated again that things aren't taking off, or just get to business and really allow it to happen. So let me summarize. I know that was a lot of information. Channeled information is all about teamwork this month. That's going to help you get on that theme of letting go of the past and letting go of the feeling that you always have to be right. There is a sort of sense of calm and fulfillment that happens when you're in a team, where it's like, well, we're all working together. We'll succeed on the merits of our joint good and bad decisions. Looking at the overall spread, fantastic month to be at the center of a good group and to work on that group synergy. It's a word that gets overused in corporate America, but it's a good word. Most of your cards this month show groups, and most of them are very positive, including the 3 and 4 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Let go of anyone that's not helping the group. If you have a choice of sort of like forming the group, it might be a chance to take that sigh and get rid of someone that's not working. Otherwise, I see that this is going to be very good around the 2nd, 3rd, even into the 4th weeks of the month. The 4th week is when you're going to want to take more action. Don't get angry. Use that energy instead to fuel your passion and work on achieving the outcome that you want. Love others, love yourself, date, be playful this month. Love is a central theme for your health. For wealth, share. Share knowledge, teach, mentor. It's going to bring opportunities you wouldn't imagine. For wealth, stay out of the dramatics. Basically, you're not an actor. Quit the play, work on your real life. And if you are an actor, by the way, what this is saying is don't get involved with the backstage nonsense. And that final card showing anger and rage, I want you to avoid that, because for those of you that are sort of entertainers or for being seen, this stuff could get out there in a way that you don't want it to. So remember, everyone's watching. That's sort of the last card in a different light. No one thinks of the star this way, but it is a celebrity card. So you want to behave, I guess is the best way I could put it. But your overall message this month is teamwork equals success, and overall you have a really positive reading. So I hope this was helpful. If you ever require a little bit more guidance or information or help, I do offer one-on-one readings. I'll post a link in the corner. I'm pretty busy for the next month, so it's at least a 4-week wait. There are some rush appointments, but even those are filling up. So bear with me, and know that once you've scheduled, you can always reschedule if something opens up sooner. Otherwise, if you just want to keep in touch and know what's coming through this channel or going on in my life, I usually do a monthly newsletter. I don't really send out more than once a month at present time, but you can subscribe and I will let you know when these readings are posted. Usually the minute I post them on YouTube, I also send out the newsletter. Otherwise, subscribe here, or you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you very much. I appreciate all the support that you've given me every month. Having you come here and allowing me to spend some time with you means a lot. So take care of yourselves, and Satnam, Namaste. Have a great month and a great start of summer. Bye-bye.